Hello students, today we will learn about Introduction to Internet. Internet stands for International Network of Computers. A network is a collection of computers that are connected to each other with the help of cables or satellites to share information around the world. It is the largest information base and has become a vital part of our lives. Internet is changing the world even in more radical way than we ever think. Tasks that were accomplished mostly through personal interaction such as banking, shopping or communication can now be done online. Using Internet, you can share data and information across the globe instantly. Internet has made the world smaller and a better place to live in. Today the buzzword is only Internet. The network of Internet is getting wider with every passing day. To analyze how fast the use of Internet is growing, just pick any newspaper or magazine and carefully observe the advertisements given in them. You would realize that almost every single company has its website listed in addition to its address and telephone numbers. Every organization is making its presence felt on the Internet. Students, let us take a discussion on Internet and network. Before moving forward, let us first talk about Internet. Internet is a network of networks which consists of interconnected networks. It is a worldwide network of computers that uses common communication standards and interfaces to provide the physical backbone for a number of interesting applications. Using Internet, you can review newspapers, magazines, books, listen to music, watch movies, play games, keep yourself updated with current events, go for online shopping, know your recipes, check airline schedules and railway reservations, send email and much more. Alright students, let us now talk about World Wide Web. Have you ever tried to find why every web address that you enter in your web browser begins with www? www is the abbreviation of World Wide Web. Now you will learn the meaning of World Wide Web, its features and how it is different from the Internet. What is World Wide Web? The www World Wide Web or simple web is a way of accessing information over the Internet. It contains millions of documents or bunch of pages called web pages. Each page contains text, graphics, video, audio and link to other web pages via hyperlink. The web uses the HTTP hypertext transfer protocol for transfer of these documents over the Internet. Students, let us know more. The Internet Research Task Force (IRTF) is an organization which conducts research into the long-term future of the Internet. Sir Tim Berners-Lee, along with Robert Galileo, invented the World Wide Web while working at CERN, European Council for Nuclear Research in 1990. Today, the World Wide Web is the greatest database of human knowledge. Students, let us take a quick quiz. Explain the working of client-server model. How does the www work? www is a true example of client-server technology. A person who uses Internet uses a software known as web browser and requests for a document or web page located somewhere on the web. The browser requests the Internet host or server which contains that document. The browser thus acts as a customer or a client. The Internet host, after receiving the request, passes the information to the clients. The total flow of information is controlled by a net protocol. The protocol used in this exchange is called Hypertext Transport Protocol (HTTP). Web pages are written in simple markup language called Hypertext Markup Language (HTML). Nobody can even think of that how many million pages are there on the web. They are made by individuals, organizations, or the one who wants to publish them. Alright, let us know more. Server-side scripting is a web server technology wherein all the codes are executed on the server before the data is passed to the user's browser. Students, let me tell you about features of World Wide Web. The World Wide Web is a huge repository of information. It is a part of the Internet designed to allow easier navigation through the use of graphical user interfaces and hypertext links between different addresses. Some of the features of the World Wide Web are as follows. Number 1. Availability of content. The information on the web is available 24/7. The data is updated in real time and made accessible to users of the web. Most of the websites are open to everyone. Number 2. Universal standard. The web uses a common format for writing web content, hypertext markup language HTML, and a common hypertext transfer protocol HTTP for accessing the web information. HTTP is the standard protocol that allows the transfer of hypertext documents on the World Wide Web. It works on the client-server model, which is used to request and send back information on the Internet. Anyone who has access to the Internet can utilize services of the World Wide Web. Time for fact file. ISPs themselves are connected to one another through network access points, NAPs. Number 3. Hypertext and hyperlinks. Hypertext are pointers to information or HTML pages. They may contain images, audios, videos, animations, and hyperlinks in it. They are highlighted text in the HTML document which link to the information within the same page or to other documents. Hyperlinks allow the web users to choose their path across information on the web. Students, let us know more. Firefox runs on various operating systems including Microsoft Windows, Linux, Mac OS X, FreeBSD, etc. Number 4. Quick search. Search engines on the web allow an easy and efficient search process for information. This data facilitates the quest for information by millions of users across the globe. Number 5. Focus on shared interest. The World Wide Web brings the people with common interests together from different locations of the world. Users can exchange resources as well as ideas and can also benefit from them. Okay, students, let us talk about difference between Internet and World Wide Web. Many people use the term Internet and World Wide Web interchangeably, but both the terms are not synonyms. The Internet and the www are two separate but related things. As you know that Internet is a global network that connects a large number of networks and millions of computers together. Any computer can communicate with other computer as long as they are connected to Internet. The Internet offers various services like email, chatting, telnet, FTP and www to its users. Therefore, www is one of the services available on the Internet. The Internet is a connected network of computers, whereas the World Wide Web is a hyperlink and continuous network of documents. Students, let us understand web terminology. HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This language is used to create web pages. HTML elements are basic building blocks of a web page. It is used to set structure, layout, and appearance of a web page on the World Wide Web. The HTML page can display text, graphics, and use hyperlinks to interact with other web pages. Students, note the fact file. The default port number for Hypertext Transfer Protocol HTTP is 80. Web page. A web page is written using HTML and is stored on a web server. It is a digital page which may contain text, hyperlink, videos, audios, images, tables, etc. Each web page is identified by a unique web address called Uniform Resource Locator (URL). Students, let us take a quick view. The shortcut key combination to open a copy of the current tab in New tab is Ctrl+K. Website. A website is a collection of related web pages containing images, videos, or other digital media and set under the same domain name, which is the address of the website. These pages are written in hypertext markup language HTML and can be accessed via Internet. A website is hosted on a web server on the World Wide Web. Each site is owned and managed by an individual, a company, or an organization. Web browser. A web browser is a software which is used to view websites. It is an interface between a user and the World Wide Web. A web browser can have a graphical user interface like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera, or can be text-based like Linux. It can be installed on a single computer. The user can navigate files, folders, and websites using hyperlinks. Multiple tabs and windows of the same browser can be opened. The features and facilities offered by a web browser include downloads, bookmarks, and password management. It also offers functions like spell checking, search engine toolbars, tab browsing, advertisement filtering, HTML access keys, and pop-up blocking. Students, let us know more. Internet Explorer 11 is the current version of the Internet Explorer web browser from Microsoft. It was released to the public on 17 October 2013. Uniform Resource Locator URL. The Uniform Resource Locator denotes the global address of the web documents and the web resource. Internet communication is the main reason for identifying a resource on the web. This communication between a web user and Internet resource is possible by identifying each resource on the Internet in a standardized manner. A Uniform Resource Locator is same as Uniform Resource Identifier, that is abbreviated as URI. By definition, a URI is a vector that is used to identify resources on the Internet. An example of a website URL is http://www.wikipedia.com. Students, let us know more. USB modems are small portable devices that do not require a power source and can be plugged into any USB port on a PC. Home page. The first page of a website is called the home page. It contains the main information about a website and links to other parts of the web. It may be the only page of the website. The URL of the home page also serves as the URL of the website. For example, http://www.microsoft.com. The website of Microsoft has an address or URL as shown above. You should set the most frequently used website as your home page. This saves our precious time. Web portal. A web portal is a web page which contains links to other websites. A portal presents information from diverse sources in a unified way. When you use search engines like Yahoo, Google, etc., a few web pages open. These web pages contain links to other websites. A web portal does not contain information on any topic but suggests web pages to the user to find the desired information. Web portals offer services like email, information, news, entertainment, stock prices, etc. Some examples of portals are Yahoo, iGoogle, and Amazon. Web addressing system. By now you are aware of the fact that the Internet is a network where millions of computers share information with each other. To share any information, every computer connected to the Internet should have a unique address. Remember, it is not an easy task to provide a unique address. The IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force, has designed a system to provide a unique address to each computer in the form of numbers or in characters. Address, IP address, or character-based addressing system is known as domain name. The IETF is a large open international community of network designers, operators, vendors, and researchers concerned with the evolution of Internet architecture and the smooth operation of the Internet. IP address, number addressing system. An IP address consists of a unique set of numbers which is provided to each computer by IETF. It avoids transmission and connection errors. The IP address is a 32-bit numeric address containing a set of 4 numbers which vary from 0 to 255 and is separated by periods. The IP address can directly be used to access the web page instead of typing the domain name. Examples of IP addresses are 205.198.0.1, 132.45.10.6. Time for fact file. The first commercial ISP was the Massachusetts-based The World, created in Brooklyn, 1990. Domain naming system. Domain name is a unique name given to each website. The domain name system, DNS, is a system in which domain names are interpreted into IP addresses, since the Internet works only with IP addresses. Domain names are easier to remember than IP addresses since the name has strong correlation with the website. The DNS serves as a directory for the web by locating and addressing devices in a worldwide network. For example, to use Google search engine, the domain name is google.co.in, and to use Wikipedia, it is wikipedia.org. The domain name consists of 2 parts. One is the name of the domain, another is the web extension. The name of the domain comes before the dot symbol and the extension comes after it. A web extension tells the kind of organization and the country it belongs to. An example of the DNS is, suppose a user from India wants to use yahoo.com search engine, then the person will simply type www.yahoo.co.in in the address bar of the web browser and press enter. The user's ISP will query their domain name servers and find the unique IP address associated with the yahoo.co.in portion, thus directing the network traffic to that IP address. Some of the popular domain name extensions are as follows. Entity, domain extension, commercial.com, internationalorganizations.int, governmental.gov, network.net, organization.org, educational.edu, information.info, business.biz, usmilitary.mil, Asia Pacific region.asia, mobile devices.mobi, air transport industry.aero. The DNS also uses country code to specify the country by using 2 letters in its extension. Some examples of country codes are India.in, Pakistan.pk, United States.us, United Kingdom.uk, Japan.jp. There are certain rules which must be kept in mind while deciding a domain name. Number 1, it can have alphabets, example A, B, C, D, and numbers, example 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 2, hyphen is the only special character allowed in the domain name. Number 3, a domain name cannot contain more than 64 characters. Number 4, last but not the least, a domain name must have a valid domain extension. Example, .gov, .net, .com.